What is going on, everyone? Nathan coming right back at you with some more AAA. Today we're going to be showing off this sick Technician weavile sent to me by UT. I am in love with this team in general, this weavile in particular. Look, we all know weavile got nerfed pretty hard. We were there. We saw it happen. We saw it get absolutely big brothered by Chien-Pao. It wasn't pretty, but weavile happens to get access to this little move called Beat Up. You might have heard of it. Beat Up gives you about 6, 10 to 20 power, base power, dark type attacks, which are all boosted by Technician. Funny that. So Technician and Beat Up becomes an unbelievable nuke on this Pokemon. It also gives weavile an Ice Shard, which is a fantastic form of priority to have in a metagame like ours. If not for Extreme Seed being +2, it would be dominant. I bet this set would be dominant because everybody would be spamming it. The only question is that small matter of the Dragonite. You also, with Bite, get access to a really strong form of coverage. It's a 90 base power. It's not as strong as Knockoff, I get it, but still a 90 base power attack that has a 30% chance to make the opponent flinch. Fantastic. And for any fairy types that might come in to resist the Beat Up Bite combo, you still got Poison Jab here in the back. Now, the only problem set's going to have is a really bulky ground type, like this Great Tusk here, for example. Well, Great Tusk is perfect because it answers the Bite and the Beat Up. I don't know why I repeated that. It is the problem. It's a fighting type. And normally Ice Shard handles ground types like that fine, but it's not quite enough to get through an ultra over-the-top tank like Great Tusk. So Poison Jab, if you want to run Icicle Crash instead there, that makes sense. It'll still probably deal with most of the fairies that are swapping on you anyways, but it's a matter of preference, not a big deal. We also have a pretty standard Garganical? That's not it. Garganacle. Man, I think it is Garganical. That's the first time I've vocalized that. I bet it is, because it's like Gargantuan. Garganacle. I don't know. I'm spitting stupidity here. You do kind of need this Corviknight, like I said. I think, you know, Dragonite's becoming one of the more polarizing Pokemon in the tier right now. You kind of have to have it. It feels like every time I bring out a team that isn't ready for it, I'm instantly checked on the matter. But we do have some cool stuff here beyond that with a Hadron Engine Sandy Shocks, who is also quickly emerging as one of the top offensive threats in the tier right now. This 3 combo right here is pretty fantastic. You don't really need much coverage beyond that, in my opinion. You get a fantastic speed tier with the Choice Scarf. And importantly, as long as you got Hadron Engine, all 3 of these moves are hitting just ridiculously hard. I think people are actually sleeping on Hadron Engine and Orichalcum. This is just a nightmare pronunciation for me today. Orichalcum Pulse, doesn't matter. I think people are sleeping on the damage as the point. It's insane damage. So you have Thunderbolt, which is 90 base power. You can give that a 50% boost because it's stab on Sandy Shocks. You can give that a 30% boost because it's an electric terrain, and another 30% boost because of Hadron Engine special effect there. So it's unbelievably good. I'm really a big fan of it. Sets terrain too. You know, I used this the other day on, I swapped in on a Dondozo who was about to rest on me, and electric terrain blocked it. It's just little things like that that I think make terrain really useful. Psychic terrain is the best example of that, or maybe Misty terrain is, but you get the idea. But the secret, like, it's not, no one's gonna lose their mind over it, but the secret best sauce in this whole team from UT is, in my opinion, Roaring Moon with Vessel of Ruin, which lowers the special attack stat of opponent Pokemon. This Pokemon is a really underrated defensive Pokemon. You hit 300 speed, which is just below Garchomp, but notably faster than all the other base 100s. You have a really good base HP. Your SPDEF is very, very high. Like 100 defenses on the special side is ridiculous. It's before Vessel of Ruin comes in. Like, this is really good. Your defenses aren't great, but it's still good enough to function. And Dragon Dark is a weirdly good defensive typing in this generation, especially on AAA. Like, you can swap into things like Golden Go extremely easily. Like, I got hit by a Hex Golden Go the other day, and I was still just taking less than 20% from it in status. It does handle Pokemon like Sandy Shocks fine. Like, it's just such a great general wall. And Dark type is a weirdly good defensive typing nowadays. So anyways, a bit of a balanced team as a result. Your offense is really predicated on Weavile and Sandy Shocks. Great Tusk and Roaring Moon will, of course, get their own kills, whereas Corviknight and Garganacle are much more defensive threats. But really loving this team. To just kind of show off that it is actually, like, you know, we have some fun here, but I do screw around with some pretty bad teams. Like, you know, like this Garchomp set did not work out like I wanted to yesterday. I've been focusing on trying to make it work for so long, and it just hasn't come to fruition. Whereas Weavile is legitimately good. And to show that off today, I did want to play on my alt account, which is much higher than the ladder. I think it's top 200 or something. Again, I still don't know what the curse is with my main account. It seems like I just can't buy a win on that thing. So I'm not going to give up on it. We're going to bring it back up to high letter eventually, but I did want to just show a couple of high letter games in the meantime, because some people do get a little bit tired of the gimmick sets. I totally get that. However, before we get going on the ladder here, I do want to take a quick minute to shout out the sponsor for today's video, which is going to be Buy Yi. Buy Yi is an awesome site that is going to let you buy items from Japan. The way that it works is that you can go to many of the Japanese websites that you can't really access because they don't ship to the States or North America in general, and you can access them all from Buy Yi. So that's Japan, Yahoo Japan Auction, Yahoo Japan Shopping, Mercari, Rakuten, Rakuma, ZozoTown. There's a whole sites list actually, and everything's translated into English. And what makes it so cool is you can see something you really want. Like you see this unbelievable mint Lugia with this crazy design. I don't really collect cards that much, but it's obviously sick. And I think honestly the Japanese language adds more swag to it. And you see it and you go, that's fantastic, but there's no way they're gonna ship to the States. This is where Buy Yi comes in. Buy Yi will take this information, it's gonna go to the Buy Yi warehouse, they're gonna package it up for you for a very low cost, and they send it to you stateside, which is fantastic. And this isn't just like Pokemon cards or niche items like that. Again, if you look at the amount of sites they have here, it's, oh, I'm getting lost in the sauce here. I got too many sites open at once. They got a really wide range. And even just if you go through a singular thing like, you know, Rakuten, there's a huge range of products you can buy. So that means things like, you know, you can get some Japanese streetwear. This is not Japanese exclusive. You get the idea of like maybe there's a Japanese exclusive video game you want to buy. Maybe there's some figures here that you want to buy. Again, I go back to Pokemon cards. Actually, to be completely honest, this GameCube controller I got from Buy Yi. It was sent to me from Japan because Japanese game controllers are kind of famously good in the Smash community, and I really wanted to get in on that. And for a limited time offer, they have this right here, which you guys can read if you're interested. In addition, viewers of this channel can get a link to a $2,000 discount, 2,000 yen discount for first-time users. So anyways, I recommend you all give it a try. It's a great site, and thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. With that said, let's get going. Like I said, this alt's somewhat high in the ladder, which is kind of funny because the way this alt started is I got absolutely posterized by Joey and Shofu. This is literally me that I'm getting absolutely, I think I got, this Wugtrio did die, but I pretty much got 6-0'd. So that was humiliating, and they absolutely destroyed me. I didn't even know it was them either. But despite that, the Garchomp man's account bounced back. And this is the account that I was testing that stupid Rocky Payload Garchomp on. It never worked. I mean, it's the only time I think it's actually a good set, but it's mid unless you come across a Corviknight, which of course we do now. Okay, super duper standard team here. I am going to guess that it is Regenerator, Fluffy, Sandstream, either Earth Eater, which doesn't seem that likely with Corviknight, or Desolate Land, almost certainly Magic Guard Life Orb, and Golden Go is probably, which that's actually really good for beating my Corviknight. I never thought about that. Golden Go can be a million things, of course. My biggest fear, the thing that would destroy this team, is if it is Life Orb, Magic Guard 2, but it can't because it's probably Chi Pow. Okay, that's a relief, because that's my biggest fear is if it's throwing around a bunch of steel beams and taking no damage. That'd be a nightmare. So if that's the case, it's probably it could also be Earth Eater, but I think I like the idea of it being Well-Baked Body and just a standard Scarf Trick set, maybe. Well-Baked Body seems likely. If that's the case, though, Sandy Shocks has got kind of a ridiculous lead matchup, with the exception of Great Tusk. If we get that, though, Corviknight's free. So we get that here. Golden goes to play. I am going to... They could be Earth Eater, man. They really could be. I'm going to get it with a Volt Switch. If they stay in, that tells me a lot about what they're going for with this set. I don't want to eat a huge hit for nothing. Maybe they're, you know, it's a Scarf situation. Okay, that tells me this guy's Earth Eater, like, beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's amazing news for me. Glad I scouted that out. I believe Weavile can kill with Ice Shard here. I'm pretty sure. And I don't think this guy's Scarfed, actually. So I'm just going to click Beat Up. Although you could definitely be Rocky Helmet. So I'm just going to bite if that's the case, because I don't think this guy's Scarfed. If they are Scarfed, I'm going to feel really stupid because I think Ice Shard does kill here, believe it or not. But that's fantastic news. They sack that at the gates. Really good start for us here. This invites in probably Garganacl going for rocks. Nope, we see Corviknight instead here. We're going to go for something funky if they come to it right now. But they just try to get some momentum, which I respect. Do I want to U-turn to anybody beyond my Great Tusk, who's got the most obvious best matchup? Sandy Shocks gives me a lot of momentum now, though. Well, if I go to Sandy Shocks here, it becomes a really bad 50-50 on whether I go for an electric move or a ground type move. Both of which are 2 at KO, if not OHKO in Corviknight's case. Or I go to Great Tusk and I just have a better situation in the matchup. Especially knowing that Great Tusk can Earthquake in this matchup, knowing that Golden Go isn't ground immune. So yeah, Great Tusk is the better play here. That's fine. Let's just knock off. We got Regenerator, so I can afford to take another Salt Cure proc. So we're going to knock off the Corv, Rocky Helmet, which brings us slightly out of Regenerator range. No, nothing slight about that. Let's give them, if they're going to U-turn, let's give them another proc here, right? Like that. Great. Corviknight's a little low. We are approaching to a KO range with weavile, and we lost the Rocky Helmet. That was pretty crucial. I didn't even think about that. Easy Roaring Moon here again. Like, this is this thing where, like, you know, it's hard to be like popping off and like, holy shit, Roaring Moon just ate that hit. But I think it's like a really cool set and a really cool like idea, like that this guy is just a defensive mon who just eats everything. We are going to U-turn on the Great Tusk and or Corviknight here. If they stay in, fine. We didn't get too much intel on the Golden Ghost set right there. In comes Corv again, who's Regenerator. Oh, maybe that was obvious earlier, but I missed that. Okay. Very interesting. In which case, I'm going to go to Sandy Shocks, and I am going to spike here as a mid ground. Golden Go again. Roaring Moon's chilling. Maybe they're thinking, oh, it's a pretty tanky Golden Go. Oh, sorry, a great Roaring Moon. Words are not my strength today. I can wear it down, right? No, we also get Roost, by the way, in case you didn't know. I don't even need to do that right now, actually, though, because I eat whatever this guy's got all day. I'll pivot out on the Corviknight again. And your body press weavile looks terrible. I really just got to get a 50-50 right, like, one of these turns. That's what it boils down to. I'm going to Volt Switch this time. Okay, they get this one. We will go to our Corviknight here, who should win the 1v1, although I don't really want to get knocked off, if we're being honest. We'll go to Great Tusk if that's the case. Yeah, I don't really care about that so much. I'll knock off your boots. You come in. You might not even be defog, so you could be dual attack. Still haven't gotten it beyond that Regenerator range. Garganackle comes. Let's pivot my boy out. And then Sandy Shocks, I think, it's going to be this core right here. I need to just get 150-50 right with Sandy Shocks, and we're chilling. Also, we need to figure, I know, this spike is nice, because Great Tusk are almost always Regenerator, I feel like. So it's going to take and it's not Mold Breaker either. So it's going to take a lot of chip from that spike staying up, which is very cool for us. Anywho, go to our Great Tusk. Let's Rapid Spin, because they never go to Golden Go on my Great Tusk. This time there's different. I have incentive to Rapid Spin, whereas I didn't before. But I'll click it because, yeah, I feel like they just like that. Defog this time. Okay, they do reveal that. If we can get one idea, if they have Brave Bird, then we're pretty much good, which is very interesting. We'll see who's faster here. That's very interesting. I can also go to my Sandy Shocks here, because Body Press would suck, but I don't think that's what's being clicked right now. Do this. They do get a crit, so maybe that wasn't the optimal play. But it's in Great Tusk here. Maybe you're Assault Vest, man. You never know. You never know. You think you know a guy, but you never know a guy. It's been revealed. Interesting. I don't want to get knocked off, and we're still pretty much within Regenerator range. I find this too exciting. Corviknight's just, they don't really like that. That's the thing when they sacked Iron Moth. Like, I'm surprised they stayed in on that one turn on the weavile, because it just makes everything so much more messy without Iron Moth. Now, like, they have nothing to deal with this Corviknight all of a sudden. I was just U-turning again, whatever. I think I'm going to win this game just off U-turn chip. either on the Corviknight U-turning on me, or me U-turning on them. Golden goes the play. City Shocks. I don't think it does actually, because we're not the right nature if this guy's scarfed. Pretty sketchy. I am going to do this. Then this, which will tell me a lot about their set. Their scarf. Guy just loves his Corviknight. He just really does. I'm trying to, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm trying to make the correct plays. The goofy Nathan is over. That arc is ended. Now I'm serious, Nathan. Who cares about Eagles winning Super Bowls and finding the correct swap in on Golden Go? Make it rain shouldn't be a 2-hit KO here. I think this guy might be specs, given the way he's playing it, but like he would trick at this point. Okay, there it is. It's revealed. We do outspeed pretty cleanly. Again, we don't have an infinite roost, so I can't be stupid here. Arcanacle comes. Might as well piff it out if that's the case. Get some chip there. Go back to Great Tusk. You're coming in, so I'll double switch this time. If they earthquake me here, you're a god. I respect the hell of you, Infernape 369. But they're not. This time I will go Earth Power because if you stay in, I don't think I take too much. Great. Okay. Lot of positioning just to get the 150-50 right in that matchup, but freaking finally we get it. Took me long enough. I think I kill and outspeed you, but you... No, wait, that's actually wild because that means you are... This guy can't be Magic Guard if this Golden Go is already being revealed to be that. So this Chien-Pao is... You can actually see a lot much variety in this Chien-Pao sets. So there's actually a lot to be determined here. Maybe just the banded adaptability. I guess that wouldn't break the bank too much. And they forfeit. We do get pretty much a 6-0, which is nice. Squad pulled up strong. I do want to use this team at some point, but there's no ground. It's a really crazy set from Codename Cat. Shout outs to them. But there's no ground resist. And I think I would need to do something about that. We love the bulletproof. We love the tinted lens Tinkaton. I think that's a hell of a tech. Love all of that, but like there are some things I would change for sure. Like I don't know if the terrain extender is necessary on Rotom here. Maybe just make the guy levitate. That's always the funniest thing in AA, when just a guy randomly is like the same ability as they normally are. What's the one I came across today? It was just I think it was just like a Sword of Ruin Chien-Pao. I was like, true. Like it's a great ability and a great mon. That makes a lot of sense for sure, man. And then we are sent into it against a Nightworm here with a much more offensive team. This one won't be taking as long as that last balance V balance. Even then, there's only 30 turns. Okay, I will go. I want to be surprised if you Volt Absorb, honestly, but Sandy Shocks is another great lead here. You are probably not Earth Eater. That would be really funny if you still were. But I want to Thunderbolt because I think this will be a ton of damage regardless. They just... Okay. Yeah, you know what? Respect. I like it. Good for you, man. They do Dragon Dance. A lot of damage here. No, actually, we're fluffy. We don't take too much. Unless you whip out a Fire Fang. We're eating... We're chilling. Nope, not U-turning. No, thank you. This is my best matchup. I don't want to screw around here, actually. That's okay. Nobody's going to be outspeeding this Gyarados, so it's this Corviknight. If Corviknight gets off one clean Brave Bird, we're fine, because Ice Shard will do the rest. But yeah, you're taking more damage at this point than we are. I Brave Bird on a Dragon Dance, do I die? No, I still get a chance to roost. Nice. I'm tempted. I really want to go to weavile right now, another Dragon Dance. But they should not allow that. That would be unacceptable. And he's going to be healthy too for their Corviknight and King Ambit. Yeah, at this point they die to one more. I'll U-turn this turn because I'm expecting. I mean, what do you do if you're my opponent, man? Because one Brave Bird kills you. Okay, they go to Golden Go actually, so U-turn looks 1,000 IQ. They could be Scarf and trying to Scarf me right now. So it's got to be Roaring Moon, which we will crunch with. Pretty clean matchup. They might Focus Blast, I guess, but even then, I guarantee we eat like a Specs Focus Blast. Maybe not that one. King Gambit comes in. We're going to pivot out. There's also been a lot of proliferation of Regenerator Pouring Moon, which takes advantage of its offense and its defense. But I like about this purely defensive set is that even then, we get 300 freaking attack, man. We are not sweating anything. We have a great Tusk right now. Sword of Runes revealed, so I can be a little bit more careless. Although I'm not going to kill here. This is going to do a lot, which I'm not really thrilled about, to be honest. This Sword of Ruin 800 some attack King Gambit is not my idea of a good time. This guy might die to an Iron Head. Okay, they capped out Cleave. We're chilling. Okay, is this guy low ladder? You know what? That sounds low ladder, but that's only like, again, 100 short of top 500. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. This might be another 6-0. This might be another 6-0. Maybe this video ends with me top 50 on the ladder. That'd be sick. What do I got to do for that? Watch a man live on stream basically count his chickens before they hatch. Top 50 looks like Birded Up. Hell yeah, brother. Bird Up. So to pass Birded Up, I would need 1538. That's noted. Noted. Orange Moon. Love you, sir. Okay. That's probably Scarf, too, is actually what that tells me. So we're going to go to Garganackle here. I rarely see that coverage. You see Trick and then some sort of like whatever thing. Like, you know, whatever, like cover, substitute, all that bullshit. But man, that's a hell of a one. Get Stealth Rocks up, guarantees a Gyarados death. Doesn't do too much against everyone else, but pressures the Corviknight a little bit. If they body press right now, that's just good intel for Weavile and whether we get O-code or 2-hit KO'd. The Iron Defense, so that's definitely the ladder. It's gonna be an O-code if Weavile comes in here. I'm not really, let's start Agility in. Like Sandy Shocks can definitely take this. Maybe they're Volt Absorb, but I don't know. I'm not really too afraid. Protect here on, oh, they got me. You got me. I don't think this will even beat Corviknight, actually. I'm not remotely threatened. It's easy to let something set up on you and be like, oh, shit, eh? But I'm, no, man. We're chilling. I bet they forfeit in 3, 2, 1. No, sad. Rocky Helmet and Salt Cure doing its business. Forfeit in 3, 2, 1. 1? 1? No, damn it. Come on, bro. Okay, I mean, the world's their oyster now. They can do a lot to me. I'm just gonna roost because that seemed pretty likely. The world was their oyster. Now they sack Gyarados and they go to Orthworm, actually. See what Weavile can do with a big old beat up. Should get a kill. Actually, should just win right now. No, it won't kill Golden Go, actually, but it'll kill everyone short of that. Could be 2 Scarfers. Someone also sent me a team. Apologies for not remembering. Wow, that guy tanked the hell out of that. Jeez. So he gets off this Shed Tail. Man, did not expect that when I clicked beat up. Who sent me the team that was no. Oh no. Who sent me a team that was, I guess, the new Agony is. I remember sets, and I want to be able to credit the people who sent me the sets. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll take this risk. No, the 6-0. Damn, the 6-0 is gone. So they did have 2 Scarfers. Yeah, okay, what was the format of that? It was a double Scarf. I think it had the... No, I love this set. This is very cool. But it was a Meowscarada and someone else. Yeah. It wasn't this shit. It doesn't matter. Someone sent me and they forfeit. You know what? I respect it. I respect the hell out of getting your 5-6, whatever, 5-0 sweep and then getting out. Smart shit. That's like, we lose on our turns, which I like. Our terms, not turns. Okay, for Farigiraf, I'm going to get 6-0'd. I like Weavile again here. Unless it's a Citrus Berry Orthworm, it matches up well with everybody except for Lucario. D-Knight comes out. Do I die to Banded D-Knight? Probably. Most assuredly. So I'm not going to risk it. I think actually... Speaking of anti-Corviknight techs, I think it's been long enough. I think that we can say that this would be very good. I think this would be very good. Just for specifically beating Corviknights that come in on you. Crazy double switch. Amazing play on their part. I'm down bad now. What's their ladder ranking? Much higher than the last person. Not great. What's our ranking? / rank. They've taken a lot of losses this game, gang. It's not been an easy trip to the top. So we need like 5 more wins to get 1538. That's crazy. Anyways, is there any reason I wouldn't use weavile? No. We're chilling. This should kill, hopefully. If they're like prankster will-o-wisp, that would suck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only needs 3 hits. That's crazy. Only needs 2 hits to actually kill the guy. That's nutty. 62% for 1 attack. That's gotta hurt because they set that up perfectly. I feel really bad for them because I think they played that so well. The double switch on turn 2 was fire. Absolutely victimized my Corviknight. Earthworm comes back out. They got their Citrus Berry off. Also the generator, they're back up to full. This should take them beyond range. Yeah, nice try. It's a strong one, my guy. It's a strong one. This won't do a KO, no. Won't be far. Dude, this weavile is gonna absolutely 6-0 them. That's insane. I like high ladder. Oh, he had body press. No. Sad. No ground types. 3 volt switch as far as I'm concerned. Sure. Let's do it. That is the thing about playing a balance, is like when a misplay like that happens with the weavile where you think you're safe and you're not happens, all of a sudden all of your offense is predicated on one guy. Luckily, this one guy's got a good matchup for everyone at this point, but it's not fantastic. I can't let Earthworm set up for free, so Roaring Moon or Great Tusk is my play. I'll do Great Tusk. It does bait in the Dragonite. That's fine by me. They may do the same double switch with the Earthworm, which would be pretty Fuego Fire, but I'm fine with that. They go to you. Are you Bandit or Sharp Beak? I can't. One of those days. One of those days. You are a massive question mark. Massive question mark. So you can Swords Dance on a U-turn. I guess I got a U-turn because it just tells me what to do. If they send me with like a Focus Blast or an Aura Sphere to my Roaring Moon. I don't really see a world where I need Garganackle to win. I could just let him set up for free. Damn it, that's not a good answer either. Nasty plot, okay. Can Vacuum Wave kill me? Doesn't seem likely from full. It doesn't seem likely from full. Do it. I also want a Thunderbolt, which covers the Dragonite swap in. Because I think that would kill Lucario here. Okay, that's chilling. That's fine. I think that would have been fine, but I think we're safe. D-Knight comes in. If they get a 3rd double switch on me, boys, I'm going to be so upset. Okay, good. We get away with this one. They are banded, so we get a free U-turn on the Farigiraf. And this Hadron Engine Sandy Shocks, man. It's a match made in heaven. Oh my god, he's tanky. Holy shit. Dragonite eats it. Does get paralyzed. Sucks. I'll throw him a quick sorry. And they don't care. They don't care for the apology. Where are we at? We're at 30 minutes in the recording. I would need like a lot more wins to get top 50. We're undefeated. I'll go for one more. Like, we're top 150 now. Man, it's crazy. It doesn't take many wins to get to top 500, but getting to top 50 does take, like, that's a lot more. It's like a wide berth. Okay, pretty scary offensive team here. Like their second most offensive Mon is Iron Treads, and Iron Treads could absolutely destroy me. That's really scary. Weavile does not have a good matchup. There are 3 dark types on their team, or dark resist on their team. And I bet Corviknight's Rocky Helmet eats the shit out of the beat up anyway. So he's not going to be doing too much this game. That's fine. He's been popping off so far. Sandy Shocks as a lead does look very good. Question just is what this Iron Treads could possibly be. I should outspeed and kill you, though. Unless something going terribly, terribly wrong. I outspeed and kill you. So we're good. I'm them. I go to Iron Treads. But this is a 50-50, you know? Like, that's what it comes down to. I don't have the cojones to click anything else. Maybe an Earth Eater Golden Go is what we've learned. That's very cool. Let's bite on Weavile. I don't want to commit to anything more than that. It'd still be very serviceable damage on this Corviknight. Probably force a roost somewhere down the line. We'll bite here. Great, we get a kill out the gates. I think that's probably an Earth immunity too. So very nice for Sandy Shocks. Probably a 50-50. We didn't even know was happening. We just won, for the rest of the game too, which is great. Qian Pao, Mold Breaker, gotcha, which means you are ignoring my Fluffy on Corviknight, which is notable, but I'm still a pretty good answer as far as I'm concerned. Whew, crit only doing that much. Roost here, I'll U-turn, good knock. Gotta be Sandy Shocks. It's another 50-50, man. Don't love it. Don't love it. I'll just click Earth Power here. I don't really... I'm so upset if I click Thunderbolt and I'm wrong. If I click Earthquake on the... Yeah. If I click Earthquake on the Corviknight, then I just go to my Corviknight and we just screw around for another couple turns like that first game we played. This is not upsetting to me. Greninja in the rain. This could be a lot of damage. We do have Vessel of Ruin, luckily, so we eat that up. Easy U-turn on the Corv, who is not Rocky Helmet. Interesting. Kind of scary, if we're being honest. And there's no longer a reason for me to not click Thunderbolt. That was why that Iron Treads play was super bad, was because... not super bad. It was 50-50. They're in a tough position. I don't want to call them out. But like but now I just click this the rest of the game, these 6-0s. So Sandy Shocks. It's supposed to be featuring the Weavile, but Sandy Shocks with Hadron Engine is, in my opinion... I would say one of the top 5 threats in the tier right now. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable saying that. One of the top 5 offensive threats in AAA. We'll pivot out here if they stay in. I'm pretty sure I can just kill them. That's fine. We play it safe here. U-turn does a trillion. Let's see if Ice Shard kills. Damn it. Damn it. Who could have seen this coming? Shit. I might die here. We pretty much do. Double protect for the fans. Low roll for the fans. Sandy Shocks here. I'll get a Great Tusk. Yes, they do. Ice Spinner. Then I will Earthquake. U-turn. And that's the W, folks. If this guy's probably not Scarf, but I'm not messing around with it, you know. Fine by me. Yeah, that's what I figured, but just play it safe. GG to them, and thank you all for watching. Keep sending me all the sets. I promise I'm looking at everything. I might not use it at this point because I got a little bit more than I could handle in terms of the sets in my way, but appreciate it. I don't know the order I'm releasing these videos right now, if I'm being honest, but I believe shortly after this, I'm going to be working on a video about the big threats and counters and defensive forces in the tier right now. So if that's not out already, it will be soon. And if it is out, go check it out. What are you doing? Why haven't you seen it already? Come on. And once again, thanks to Bye for sponsoring this video. Make sure to go check them out, guys, and make sure to check my affiliate link in the description below. I'll catch y'all later. Take it easy.